So good news, I got my new desktop set up and even upgraded my video editing software in the process. So hopefully I can get used to it quickly and turn out something a little bit better than I did last week. That's unless you guys really like watching a video with more keying errors than The Room. Whatever the case, let's take a look at this week's episode where technology also happened to lead our heroines in new and interesting directions. So even though they fed her the energy from 2 future crystals, Hakutan starts throwing a tantrum like most babies would, unfortunately. And it ends up driving poor Harry up the wall. He even ends up going a little bit Cosma throughout the episode. Maybe Hakutan is actually a reincarnation of Aqua. Whew, that's a scary thought. Hana and Saya try to cheer her up by both googling it and Okay, Hana, enough with the meme faces. Even Miyuki is saying you're overdoing it. Thus, when all else fails, Harry remembers his last ace in the hole. He pulls out a new toy called the Future Pad, which Saya ends up geeking out over. Yeah, this girl's a definite tech junkie. Not that I would know anything about that. Ooh, they're releasing a new Apple Watch and phone? Oh, what am I doing with this junk? I gotta go out and buy it. Well, before that, I think I should finish the review as the 3 used the tablet to look for something to cheer the baby up. Meanwhile, at Cryasu Corp, Charlie was getting the lowdown from one of his co-workers, Lulu, who... Okay, I know people are going to bring this up in the comments, so I'll just say it now. Though if you don't want to be spoiled, I'll skip to this time. But yeah, even before the pre-hearts were hacked, it was pretty obvious that this character was going to be a 6th Ranger for this season, just based off of the cast listings. She's played by Yukari Tamura, for goodness sake. A lady with a voice that was pretty much made to play magical girls. Either that or villainous parodies of them. But yeah, just the fact that they've already made parodies of Tamura's typecasting makes this a foregone conclusion. Anyway, Charlene was looking for the Future Crystal White, something that we'll learn a little bit more about in just a bit. Using her computer brain, I think, Lulu predicted it would likely appear with one of the new Precure of the season. Back with the Precure, a look around a traditional Japanese home turned up nothing, so they instead ended up at a petting zoo. However, even actual cute critters, as opposed to Harry, are unable to cheer up Hakutan. To make matters worse, some grumpy old fart actually has the nerve to complain about a baby crying. Luckily, Homari intervened and stared the old jerk off his high horse. I think we found a manlier yellow cure than even the one that cross-dressed. They also ended up running into Hana's sister and mother, who with her experience manages to cheer Hakutan up in no time.
I have been through the most grueling training on the planet. I have raised 3 kids and 1 husband.
However, she ended up questioning what her daughter was doing with an infant. Harry tried to distract her by claiming that she was his kid, which Hana's mom was surprised by at first. Lady, you're in an anime. The idea of an absurdly youthful looking father is nothing new. They head to the top floor of a tower to get a nice view of the city. This gives the girls time to realize that the thing that they were looking for to cheer up Hakutan was, unsurprisingly, Hana's mom. And while they were on the subject, Hana wondered where Hakutan's actual mother was. Harry doesn't actually talk about her and instead gives the backstory to their world. As it turns out, it appeared to be the world that Hana saw in her dreams where Cryasu won and stopped their time. Harry and Hakutan managed to escape the fallout using the Future Crystal White, but ended up draining it of all of its power. They needed to collect the other 8 crystals to recharge the white one, or else their world would fall just like Harry's. I joked about the Roid boots last week, but this image is pretty nightmarish, so good job raising the stakes there, guys. And just as he wraps up his story, Charlie creates an MOTW using the guy from earlier as a catalyst, and a balloon as the vessel. And I think somewhere a certain sewer-dwelling clown just had an orgasm. Oh yes. They have a bit of a short fight with the helium-filled monster, with them just throwing a few punches before Hana delivers the finishing blow. Then again, the idea of fighting a giant balloon monster does elicit some bad memories, so maybe I should actually appreciate how short this fight was. More importantly, during the fight, Hana shows off her new resolve after hearing Harry's story. Thus, with the day one, Hana formally introduces Harry and Hakutan to her family, and they're invited to stop by whenever they need a babysitter. And the episode ends with a certain blonde girl becoming envious of the heights the Precure were able to reach. While the fighting in these first 3 episodes have been far more palatable than last season's offerings, I do have to say, it's been kind of light all things considered. Though, when you have such good world and character building, I really can't complain that much. As I said throughout these reviews, I like how they've naturally built up the importance of the Precure's mission. The fact that Kuraiasu has already secured one major victory really paints them as a dangerous adversary. They've also done a good job planting the seeds for future events, from Hana's dream connecting with Harry and Hakutan's past, to already building towards the 6 Rangers of the season. And of course, we can't forget how well they've built up the main characters. With Harry coming off as a more dedicated version of Kazuma Sato, to Hana, who, while remaining a bit of a goof, is slowly starting to mature as she's realizing what's at stake. Though we also can't forget about Homari and her just being awesome, yet pretty cute throughout this episode. While we already know much of her backstory, thanks to what's posted up on Toei's site, it will be interesting to see how it actually plays out in this show. Next week though, it looks like they're going to still delay Kira Etoile's debut, but again, if it leads to good character building, I don't mind. Plus next week is looking like one hell of a Sakuga episode, so I'm definitely tuning in either way. A quick shout out to one of my Twitter followers, Gabe, aka Ben Solo. He wanted me to do a reaction video to some of his comparison videos of Precure, and well, I'm sorry Gabe, as much as I do appreciate you following me and everything, I really do not have the time to dedicate to just your videos. YouTube is not a full-time thing for me. My old desktop dying on me has put me way behind schedule on my other projects. But I will at least point people in your direction, so I hope that's good enough. Anyway, until next time though, farewell for now my friends, and... Oh, they're also releasing new colors for the Joy-Cons? Oh, I gotta go! And no, I don't have a problem.